Hello, future LPTs, and welcome back to our EME-Let Review. And for today's episode, we will be having math as our topic. Our previous episode is all about professional education, right? And for today's episode, we'll be going to review some mathematics question that can help us to prepare for the upcoming licensure examination for teachers, also known as LET. And we have prepared 10 questions for today's episode. Instead of simply giving you the answer, we're going to use a simple but very useful technique that we usually use, which is elimination method. Because let's be honest, there will be times during your exam that you see questions and think, wait, I don't know this one, diba? And I think that's okay. Sometimes you don't need to know the answer right away. You can start by looking at choices, eliminate the answer that you know that are wrong, and then work your way towards the best possible answer, diba? So get your notes ready. If you're doing something, you can just plug in your earphones or headphones, and let's start reviewing. Question number 1. Which statement is true? Ayan. Hanapin na nga natin ang totoo. A. Square root of 5 is a rational number. B. 0 is a positive number. C. Square root of 3 is a real number. And then D is square root of 4 is a rational number. Ayan. Let's try to answer them by eliminating each of the choices that we have. So let's start with the letter A. We have square root of 5 is a rational number. Well, technically, it's not. It's not a rational number. Square root of 5 is an irrational number. No? When we factor it out, when we remove it on its rational form, a square root form, we don't have an exact number or value that we can get. So therefore, it's an irrational number. B. We have 0 is a positive number. And yeah, 0 is not. 0 is neither positive nor negative. Remember po that 0 is always in the middle and will always be 0. Wala po siyang positive sign or negative sign. Okay? It's always in the middle, especially if you remember yung ating number line. Ayan. Wala po negative 0 and positive 0, ha? Now, let's look at the letter D. Square root of 4 is an irrational number. Well, square root of 4 is simply 2. No? And 2 is a rational number. So D is wrong. And that leaves us with the letter C, which is square root of 3 is a real number. And yes, that's the correct answer. Even though square root of 3 is irrational, based from the number 3 natin, no? When we were in grade 7, irrational number is still a real number. Okay, so our answer for number 1 is square root of 3 is a real number, which is letter C. Question number 2. Nakakasunod pa ba ang lahat? Ayan. So, the question that we have here, the 10 thousandths with the THS digits of the number 1,234 and 5,678 10 thousandths is A. 1, B. 7, C. 8, D. 5. Let's make this one easy, no? Look at the numbers after the decimal point. So we have the 5 as the tenths. Always remember, after the decimal point, we always starts at tenths. Wala pong ones. Okay? So 5 is tenths, 6 is hundredths, 7 is thousandths, and then 8 is 10 thousandths. So basically, even without using elimination method, it is already given. The answer is letter B, which is 7. Now, always remember, whole number doesn't have the THS at the end. So, ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, 100,000. Okay? Kapag po decimal numbers na pinag-uusapan, we have tenths, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s with a THS at the end. Okay, question number 3. Ayan, punta na po tayo ng solving. We have quantity 4 times negative 6 plus quantity 12 times 3 is equals to 1. Ayan, or question mark. We have the parenthesis na already on our given question. No? A, is it number 10 rather? B, is it 12? C, is it 14? D, is it 15? So let's solve the and answer this one step by step. And first, we have to do the multiplication. Always remember, when we have two variables, no, or two numbers that are enclosed with parentheses, usually it means you are multiplying them to one another. And by following the PEMDAS, no, we have to solve first what is inside of the parentheses. What is PEMDAS kasi? PEMDAS means parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Okay, so going back, we have to do the multiplication first. 4 times negative 6, it will give us negative 24. Okay? When multiplying two unlike sign, we always have the answer as negative, or the answer is always negative. And then just multiply the numbers that you have, which is 4 times 6, it's 24. And it will become negative 24. Then, the other one, which is the one that is inside of the parentheses, 12 times 3, that gives us 36. Now, our given equation will become negative 24 plus 36. And when we are adding two unlike sign numbers, we have this rule that we have to copy the sign of the bigger number and then proceed to subtraction. So 36 minus 24, that's 12. And then 36 is the bigger number, and its sign is positive, therefore your answer should be positive 12. And based on the choices that we have, B has the 12 in it, so the answer is B. Next question number 4. The difference between the gross profit and cost of goods sold is known as, ayan, A, markdown, B, discount, C, net profit, and then D, invoice price. Let's eliminate the choices. Pag sinabi nating markdown, it means reducing the price of an item. So, let's say for example, from 100%, naging 80%, no? Nag-markdown siya. Discount also means the same. It is also a reduction. Let's say from 300 pesos, naging siyang 150 because it has 50% discount. Next is invoice price. Is the price indicated on an invoice. So D is also out, and that leaves us with the net profit. So for this question, our answer is letter C, which is net profit. Just remember the basic idea when reviewing accounting terms. Know that each term means the meaning of each term, so that you can easily eliminate the choices that don't belong. Okay, so next, question number 5. Okay. Julius has 15,000 pesos in the bank. After a year, he expects to earn 700 pesos, or 750 pesos rather. Then, what is the rate of interest? Yeah, we are looking for the interest. Ilang percent kaya? Let's make this a simple. So, Julius has 15,000 pesos. Other people would usually use IPRT, or I, which is the interest, is equals to the principal times the rate times the time. Okay, so since we are looking for the rate, Julius has 15,000 pesos. After 1 year, he earned 750. To find the rate, we divide the interest to the principal. Okay, that's why we have now 750 divided by 15,000 is equals to 0.5. Bakit naging ganun? Di ba nabanggit ko kanina, IPRT, no? Interest is equals to principal times rate times the time. So for you to get the rate, ang mangyayari, rate is equals to principal divided by your interest, which is 750. And that gives us the 0.5 answer. No? Now, we convert 0.5 into percentage. So 0.5 times 100, that is 5%. And the answer is letter C. The other way to solve this one is to mental math. So technically, he has 15,000 pesos in his bank, and 1% of 15,000 pesos is 150. Tama. So 150 pesos is the 1, and he is expected to earn 750. How many 150 pesos do you need to get 750? So let's do the math. 150 plus 150, that's 300. 300 plus 300, that's 600. 600 plus 150, that's 750. So roughly, you'll get 5 of 150, and that's 5%. Each 150 is 1%. So that gives us the correct answer, which is letter C, 5%. Ayan, next one, question number 6. The greatest common divisor, GCD, ayan, of 91, 39, and 78 is what? A, is it 24? B, is it 13? C, is it 39? And then D, is it 91? Let's look at the number that can divide all the three numbers. So, 91, ang factor niya is 13 times 7. Ang 39 is 13 times 3. Ang 78, it's 13 times 3 times 2. Or pwede siyang 13 times 6. So, all of them has 13. So, we can say that the answer is 13. No? Which is letter B. No need to eliminate kasi super basic naman. It gives us the answer naman. Diba? So, quick tip lang. Kapag naghahanap kayo ng greatest common divisor, ask yourself lang, what is the biggest number that can divide all of these numbers evenly? Usually, kung sino yung pinakamalaking number, factor ng mga numbers na yun na yung magiging sagot mo. So, ang biggest number from the given numbers that we have, or the biggest factor is 13. So, 13 is the final answer. Ganun lang siya. Next question. Question number 7. The property of real numbers, which describes 5 plus 6 minus 3 is equals to 3 plus 5 plus 6 is. Ayan, medyo tricky itong question na to, no? Though, I'll explain it later bakit. Ayan, so A, is it commutative? B, is it associative? C, is it distributive? Or D, is it reflexive? Okay, let's remember the different properties. Kapag sinabi natin commutative, that means changing the order. Nagpapalit po sila ng pwesto. Okay? O yung number itself. Now, pag sinabi natin associative property means changing the groupings. So, may involved ng parentheses. Ito yung unang group, ito yung pangalawang group. Nagbabago po yung groupings with the same number. Next, distributive means multiplying a number across a group. And reflexive means something is equal to itself. So, kung ano yung nakita mo on the other side of the equal sign, dapat ganun din yung sa kabila kapag sinabi natin reflexive. And going back to distributive, didistribute mo lang yung multiplication problem into the addition or subtraction. Okay? Now, if we actually solve the equation as written, we can see that there's something wrong on the left side, no? Kasi, yung isa, merong negative sign or minus sign. Yung isa, plus sign siya. So, 5 plus 6 is 11, and 11 minus 3 is 8. But on the right side, it's 8 plus 11, it's 14. They are not equal. Now, here's the important tip for the actual examination. If you encounter a question that seems to have an error or something that is unclear, do not panic. Okay? Lalong-lalo na sa math, always exact ang mga answer. Or supposed to be dapat exact. Kasi kapag kung ano talaga yung tamang sagot, yun na yun. Right? Ganito yung kailangan mong gawin. Read the question carefully and try to understand what concept the question is trying to test. Okay? Then among the choices, choose the closest possible correct answer based on what the question is asking for the equation. The concept is being tested is most likely the commutative property, which involves changing the order of the numbers. Ayan. So, bakit ba nag-change yung number? Una, 5, 6, 3 ang order niya, di ba? Naging 3, 5, 6. Nagbago yung order ng numbers. So, for this question, the concept is tested as commutative property, and the answer now for this question is commutative property. Remember, commutative, change order, associative, change grouping. Magkaiba po yun. Those two are very easy to confuse, no? Just to make sure lang po you remember the difference. Again, commutative, change the order, associative, change the groupings. Okay, what is proportion? A, is it 5:4 is equals to 15:12? B, 8:3 is equals to 16:9? C, 4:5 is equals to 12:10? And then for letter D, we have 12:7 is equals to 5:2. First, remember, a proportion means that two ratios are equal. Let's check the choices. Let's say letter A. We have 5:4 and 15 is 12. We can simplify 15 is to 12. Yes, divide both by 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5, and then 12 divided by 3 is 4. So 15 is to 12 becomes 5 is to 4. And that means 5 is to 4 is equals to 5 is to 4. And they're equal. So A is correct. Therefore, our answer is A. No need for you to eliminate kasi first option pa lang. Tama na. Okay. Next, question number 9. After receiving 30% discount, J paid 210 for an item. What is the regular price of the item? Remember, it's 30% discount. By the way, let's read first the choices. We have 300 pesos. Is it 350 pesos for letter B? Is it 380 pesos for letter C? And then, is it 400 pesos for letter D? Let's think about this. If J receives 30% discount, that means he paid only 70% of the original price. Again, 30% is the discount. So, subtract it from the 100% price. So, yung binayaran niya is 70% lang. Now, let's test the choice A. The original price is 300. So, what is the 30% of 300? That's 90. Okay? So, we subtract the discount. 300 minus 90, that is 210. That's exactly what J paid, and so on. So, we don't even have to calculate the other choices kasi the first choice is already correct. So, A is 300 pesos. A quick way to solve this is to 210 divided by 70%, that gives us the 300 pesos. So remember, after the 30% discount, you're repaying 70% of the original price. Next, for the 10th question. Ayan. So Peter borrowed 15,000 pesos from the bank at the rate of 12% per year. How much will he owe the bank in 1.5 years or 1.5 years? The choices that we have here is A, 60,000 pesos. B, is it 16,700 pesos? C, is it 17,000 pesos? Or D, is it 17,700 pesos? So let's solve this step by step. So first, let's find the interest for 1 year. 15,000 pesos times the 12% is equals to 1,800. Okay, but Peter borrowed the money for 1.5 years or 1.5 years. So 1,800 times 1.5 is equals to 2,700. So that's the interest. Remember, the question asks how much Peter will owe in total. So we have to add the original amount that he borrowed, which is 15,000. 15,000 plus the 2,700 is equals to 17,700. Ayan. So let's check the choices. 16,000? No. 16,700? That's also a no. 17,000, still not correct kasi kulang pa din siya even though it says 70,000. So the correct answer is 17,700. Ayan, so that is letter D. And I think that wraps up our mathematics part 1, though this is actually our 3rd episode. Today, we reviewed 10 questions and practice using elimination method. Let's remember, future LPTs, you don't always have to know the answer immediately. When you're taking the actual let and encounter a difficult question, do not panic. Read the question carefully, look at the choices. Let's start eliminating the answer that you know that are wrong. And if you encounter a question that seems to have an error or something that isn't quite clear, try to understand the concept being asked and choose the closest possible correct answer from the choices. Every question is an opportunity to earn a point. So don't give up on a question just because it looks difficult, especially if it's math. Ayan. Math is easy if you think that it's easy. Okay? So keep practicing, keep reviewing, most importantly, understand the concept instead of simply memorizing the answer. So this is EME-LetRevPrEd Math Edition, helping you to review one question at a time. Good luck! And study smart, stay consistent, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye!